Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Zach. Today I'm going to be doing meatball subs with a really good marinara sauce. So for our meatballs, you're going to use oregano, red pepper flakes, and basil, and then some Italian this is just traditional breadcrumbs. Meat, I'm using finally 80-20. Eggs, and then a little bit of garlic. So I opened my San Marzano tomatoes, and I'm just going to pulse them a couple times. Like that. You don't want them too thick or too, thin. All right, so in a little saucepan like this, slap in some oil, and then put in your, I was on the wrong burner. Put in your garlic. This is 6 small cloves, or you could do 4 big cloves of garlic, but you just want a lot of garlic because it makes it kind of spicy and stuff and makes it taste really good. And then put in your basil and then just let that cook. So by the way, this is on medium-low heat. All right, so it's now ready to do the red pepper and the tomatoes. You can tell because there's little bubbles by the garlic, and you can tell because you can really smell the basil and the garlic too. So pop in a lot of red pepper flakes. You don't have to use that much if you don't like it spicy and you don't like red pepper flakes, but I do. So I put in a lot of those. It is tomato time. So get out your blended San Marzano tomatoes, dump them in. And stir that around. And let it cook for maybe 5 more minutes, and then fish out the basil. Because if you leave it in too long, the basil will taste really bitter, and you don't want that. So now we're gonna do our meatballs. So get out your breadcrumbs and dump them in. Just need a little bit more than that, because the egg and the breadcrumbs are what binds it all together. If you don't add enough, you're kind of screwed. It won't stick. So about that much. And then now is the time to put in your spices. So red pepper, oregano, and this is why you don't really need Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, because we're going to season our own breadcrumbs. And you can kind of control what the spices are that you want. And then basil. Healthy sprinkle of basil. And we're gonna cook this a lot, so you can kind of mix it with your hands, it doesn't matter. So before you forget, take out all the basil from the sauce. I'm gonna kind of fish for it and then grab it. We won't need all of this parsley, just like half of it. But just for that splash of color and extra flavor, add in a little bit of parsley, like that. So now, put in about 4 small cloves or 2 big cloves of garlic. Now you chuck in your beef, and you also chuck in your egg. Just 1 egg with the yolk and the white. Like that. Less than a ladle full of your sauce, and dump it back in there. And also, don't forget, salt your beef. So now you mix. All right, so now is the time to form out your meatballs. You don't want too big of a ball here, because it'll fall out of the roll and it'll make it really hard to, get it closed. So pretty small. That's a little too big. Or no, that's perfect. Just like this. So now you lower your sauce to just completely low heat. You almost don't want any heat, just to kind of keep it simmering. And then put your saucepan with a little bit of olive oil on medium-low heat. All right, so now that our pan is starting to bubble a little bit, pop in your meatballs. because I want to pop in a little Parmesan to my sauce. Like that. All right, so get a big ladle full of that delicious sauce on both sides, like so. Then you dump in your beautiful meatballs. And then put on 2 slices, or just 1 slice. Yeah, just 1 slice of that beautiful provolone cheese. So that's gonna make just this beautiful meatball sub. You definitely need to make this because this is gonna be great just by the looks of it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and watch other videos.